Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Subnautica. Last time we went around and got some Cyclops engine fragments that we need to be able to build the Cyclops whenever we are ready. And right now I'm being chased by Crashfish. Why am I bothering? Well, we need cave sulfur to do something that I want to get started with this episode. It's building a laser cutter. Now, obviously it's the last 2 days of videos, and I'm very sorry. I greatly apologize for that. So today we'll have an hour-long episode to kind of make up for that, which means we have a lot more time to do stuff. Now, enamel glass new for us down there in the second from the bottom. We will deal with that later, but for now we can build a laser cutter. Which, I guess it didn't give me an audio log for? Okay, whatever. But there it is. Don't touch the end of that, whatever you do. Oh, yep, there you go. Just blow a hole in the side of the life pod, why don't you? Okay, next. I would like to build a propulsion cannon. Oh, wiring kit, please. Super easy. Creature decoys, also useful, but not something I need right now. We'll make plenty of those later, but for now we're good. So a wiring kit, I'm pretty sure we got a bunch of silver, didn't we? Didn't we get like a bunch of silver for like that express purpose? Well, we got enough silver anyways. So let's make a wiring kit, and we'll make a brand new... Do I have any... You know what? I'd rather... Oh, it's a dead battery. Yeah, I want to use that up. Because when I make the propulsion cannon, it'll have a full battery anyways. So, wait, wiring kit first. There we go. We are still wearing the radiation suit, I think, right? Oh, well, yeah, we have it, at least. Okay. And propulsion cannon. Now, with the propulsion cannon and the laser cutter in hand, we are going to head towards the Aurora, now that we have everything we need. How am I doing on water? Doing good now. Let's head on out. Actually, last couple of things. I'm going to grab a med kit, and we're going to head back to our storage base down here, and we're going to put away a bunch of this stuff that I have that I don't need. Namely, like all the resources and everything, but also we're going to put on the radiation helmet. We're going to put the rebreather, we'll put it in the last locker so I know where it is. And is there anything else I won't need? No, I'll pretty much need all that stuff. Okay, well, our inventory is as clear as we can make it. Hey, look, we have another radio message. So we'll grab that and then start making our way towards the Aurora.
This is an automated distress signal from live pod 12. Coordinates attack. Warning, live pod has inserted beyond safe diving distance. Do not attempt retrieval without submersible support.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
And there it is over there. It's actually pretty close to the mushroom forest that we were in last time looking for engine fragments and stuff. So on your way over towards the Aurora, we're going to be passing over the grassy plateaus area here, which we've been through a few times here, but it has, you know, limestone and sandstone and little bits of wreckage and stuff. But the sandstone is really one of the main things you want to get if you are coming through here for resources. Oh, and metal salvage, of course. So, the sandstone and the limestone chunks will appear on these little plateaus, but they can be useful. And then you get into the next little mini biome here. It's kind of like the smallest one. As far as I know, I think it's just called the Crash Zone. It's the area right underneath the Aurora. It's a lot like the Safe Shallows, but a little noticeably more barren than the Safe Shallows, as you can see. But lots and lots and lots and lots of metal salvage over here. If you need titanium and you need it in a hurry, this is a good place to come. Now, heading towards the front of the Aurora, it's important that you don't go too far. And maybe I will go too far, just showcase why you don't want to in your own playthrough. Or maybe you do, but you know, it's not the best idea if you don't know what's out there. We saw so we saw last episode a Reaper Leviathan, and that is well, it's not fun. It can actually grab your sea moth, and like it has these giant like pincer-like arms on the front of its head. It grabs your sea moth and pulls it into its mouth. There he is. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You coming already? Wow, you're already coming over here, huh? No, I don't think he's... Did he see me? Nah, I didn't think so. So that's a Reaper Leviathan. They're massive and terrifying. And that's why you don't want to go too far forward. And you can see I'm still right next to the ship. Like, in fact, the hole I'm going to go through is right there.
The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
So we're going to head up here to the Aurora, but that's why you don't want to go too far that way. And in fact, you don't even have to go very far that way to run into him. So, we're going to get the propulsion cannon ready. Oh, yeah, I forgot. First time pulling this out. And we're going to grab these little cave crawlers here. And we're going to fling them off that way. Now, these little guys, I'll get a scan for you guys. And then pull it up so you guys can pause and read if you like. There you go. And now, I will exterminate them. Ah! My favorite method of cave crawler. Extermination. It's launching them to be fed to the Reaper Leviathan outside. Including you. So, you need the propulsion cannon to get in. Well, you need the propulsion cannon to get into this part. There is another way up that you can take. If you head this way, I believe. Yes, yeah, if you head this way, there is another way into the ship. I don't generally prefer to...
Ship's structural integrity is low. Fire suppression equipment and laser cutters may be required. Exploration is conducted at your own risk.
I don't generally prefer to enter from this way, but I'll show it off anyways. I feel like the other entrance that we were closer to there makes more sense. If you don't have a propulsion cannon, you can get in this way, but I think you will still need the propulsion cannon eventually. Both of these pads are connected, by the way. If you go in one way, you can get out the other, vice versa.
The digestive tracts of nearby life forms contain human tissues.
Oh, that's reassuring. So you're going to want to jump up on this thing here. Get these cave crawlers out of your way so that they don't make you panic and fall off. Yeah, these little bits of wreckage, I think they can hurt you if they fall on you, so be careful of that. Also, your propulsion cannon goes through battery pretty quickly if you keep launching stuff with it. So be careful of that. You can see I'm already very low on battery. Part of the reason I'm not worried about that, though, is because as you go through the Aurora, you find a lot of batteries. So this is the other way you can get in. You should bring a fire extinguisher with you. They'll give you a couple, but you should bring one with you. So this is the other way in that you can go, and
are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download black box data.
and I suspect that there is at least some way to get over this without the propulsion cannon, but it's still easier if you bring that. Now we'll end up back here by going the other way, but I do prefer to enter from the other direction. So we're gonna head there first, and we're gonna head there the fun way by jumping off of here down into the water. Can I do that safely? Let's see. Let's make sure we don't kill ourselves trying to do this. Oh yeah, here we go. There's the sea moth, and woo! Do a little spin. 10 points. Okay. Hiccups. Whoa, okay. I'm a dolphin. Alright, we're out. Now, this is where you need the propulsion cannon. So you don't have to launch things with the propulsion cannon. You can just pick them up and drag them around and then let go. Letting go of the item like so does not require power. So it doesn't, it won't suck a crap load of power when you try to let go of something. Like that. And we're in. And that's pretty much it for what we need the propulsion cannon for. And like I said, we're going to find plenty of batteries, case in point, right there. First example. We're finding a battery in a supply crate. And we'll find batteries just lying around too, not even in supply crates, but just hanging out, just chilling on the floor in a locker or something. So the fires can be a little bit stubborn. They might look like they're out, but they're not. Like that. Yeah, so be careful with that. And if they're not totally out, you can still burn yourself on them. Now if we turn to the right here, we have a PDA. Oh, another radio message when I'm not there anymore. Lab access. Let's see. Door code is 6483. Okay. Well. Now, this is like a weird thing. For this purpose, the left trigger does not function, does not function as a second A button. And it's only when interacting with these, like, well, not only, but mostly when interacting with these number pads, it doesn't actually function as an A button, which is strange, but here's another little PDA. What can we learn from the hive mind of Strader 6? This is a pretty cool little PDA, and I will scroll through so you guys can pause and read if you like. And of course the game is going to be all shaky while the ship is shaking. And it is a long but interesting PDA entry. So, I encourage you guys to pause and read that one, because it is pretty cool. Let's see here. Scanner. I want to scan some stuff.
Was detected on your PDA.
Uh-oh.
Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Okay, what did we just get then? Other than that? Okay, the radiation suit's new. What else was there? Life pods? No, that's not it. Fauna, kind of sand shark. Oh, we never did look at the sand shark bio when I scanned it 1 or 2 episodes ago. There you go. What else was? I just got something new, but what was it? Something in here? Creature decoy, propulsion cannon, radiation suit, habitat. Oh wait, air. I need air. Let me out. Oh shoot. Go go go. We're good. Oh man. What else was there? Stasis rifle, no. Floodlight. Modification station. Moon pool. We'll be building a moon pool pretty soon, I hope. Planters and pots. Scanner room. What is there? What else was there? Data downloads, right? Oh no, that was the I don't know. Cyclops. Whoa, okay, that was a little too fast. There we go. That's a more moderate speed. There we go. And Seamoth. And I'm gonna have to sneeze. Okay. Got to the mute button in time. Power, bioreactor. I don't know. We picked up a data thing from that little terminal in there, but I don't know what it was. I was not paying attention to what it said. Oh well. Sealed door. Let's get in here. So this is why you need the laser cutter to get through the Aurora. It's pretty much mandatory. I don't think there's any way you could get through the entire thing without this. The propulsion cannon. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's necessary. Yeah. I mean, maybe you could finagle a way to jump over the wreckage that we looked at before. Black box data.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay. Oh. Initiated slingshot maneuver around the planet. Wow. Cool. Alright. Well, let's... I want to head up here. And then through here. And you may remember earlier I said I don't want to make a flashlight because they're going to give us one for free. Wait for it. Hello, flashlight. That's mine now. Sweet. Didn't have to spend the resources on making a flashlight. There's even another fire extinguisher in here if I need it. Now this is where we get to another... Ooh, free power cell. These supply crates can have like med kits and water and nutrient blocks and batteries, and rarely they can have power cells too, which is awesome. This is a prawn suit.
Faint black box signature originating on the other side of the hull breach in this room.
Okay then, cool. We'll check that out in a second, because we got some prawn suit fragments to scan. Oh yeah. Prawn suit is awesome. And I apologize for yawning, but I'm probably gonna I'm recording this after a long day at work, and then as soon as this is done, I'm probably gonna hit the sack so I can get up at 5 in the morning and go back to work again. But anyways, yeah. There are plenty of prawn suit fragments in here. You need 4 to complete the thing, and there are more than 4 here for you. So get some of the fire out of the way, and then you can go ahead and scan this guy. There we go. You don't have to put out every single fire in here, obviously, and I recommend you don't try. You'll be here for a while. So let's go ahead and scan this one then. And just like that, we have a prawn suit. Now let's also... Don't forget to grab this little guy here. This is a storage upgrade module that works in the prawn suit or the sea moth, and that gives us a little storage locker. If it's the sea moth, it'll put it on the side, and if it's the prawn suit, it'll just expand the storage that it already has. Now this is why I was not too worried about food and water on our trip here, because I knew we'd be getting a ton of nutrient blocks and water inside the ship. Nope. Give it to me. Is it just gonna be easier to do something like this? No. Hold on. Let me try to. There we go. I jumped and I was pressing left trigger and A. Okay. Oh, we got some scannables in here. Let's see. The bar table. And there we go. And we got single wall shelves. Sure, why not? I'm slightly OCE. Oh, today's menu. This must be Ozzy's cafeteria. Let's see. Starters: Space Bear, Villouette. I don't speak French. Main: cottage pie or nutrient block. Dessert: dried fruits and nuts. Let's see. Ooh, Keep Calm Kitty poster. We gotta have the Keep Calm Kitty poster. You gotta have it. You gotta stay motivated, right? Well, it's not really a motivational poster, I suppose, but I can't even. Oh, wait. Water. Cool. We know it's clean now because it was sitting in that fire there. It's nice and boiled. Scan the bed real quick. There we go, and let's grab this poster, and then we'll grab this PDA over here. Relationship contract legal recording. Okay.
Listen, I know I don't have the right to make demands of you, but I need you to understand that I want to change our arrangement.
I hear what you're saying, and I will try to respect it. How would you like to change it?
I would like to reduce our contact hours.
How much further can we do that?
To 0.
You're dumping me.
I'm changing the terms of our relationship.
How is it still a relationship if we don't see each other?
It's a relationship of a kind. You have so many expectations.
I feel you just want to spend more time with that dumb guy in his dumb robot suit.
That's not a feeling. It's a judgment. And I feel hostility in what you're saying. Perhaps your jealousy is a sign that you need to take another look at your business model. Why can't you just be happy for me?
I am happy for you, and I'm happy for all the guys in the prawn bay. I'm just not happy for me.
This is why I want to change our arrangement.
And here's another little PDA here. Altera Alms pamphlet. There we go. Charity is an archaic concept. That's all I read out of that, but oh man. Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab this nutrient block and this poster. And how many nutrient blocks am I up to at this point? 5. Okay, that's a little overkill. We can get rid of 3 spots by doing that, and we're already full on health. Let's see. That's just another water on the floor, but I have plenty. Okay. I want to open like all of these just so that maybe I'll find some batteries or something really awesome like another power cell. That would be great. Power cells are so nice to have for free. And okay, we've been through all those rooms. Now this room and this one both use both need codes. So we'll come back for this one. That one we'll get much later in the game, but this one we'll come back for fairly soon. So when you're done in all of the cabins here, you can head back out towards the prawn bay, like so. Now bring your repair tool with you as well, which I mean, you should always have your repair tool in your inventory, like at all times, unless you're like moving something back and forth between rooms, a whole bunch of cargo or whatever. But go ahead and fix that. You can open up the door, head to your left, and we gotta get wet again. We gotta get back in the water. Now this room didn't used to be so buggy. This is something that's new with the last, with the full release version of the game. And I don't know why it happens, but everything just kind of goes crazy here. Yeah, case in point. It'll come back, but in the meantime... Sweet offer. You tell me you've been on this rig more than a year and you never took it on the outside? So, oh yeah, there's the key, the code for that cabin. 1869. I did know the code. I didn't want to enter it because I thought it would be a little, I don't know, fourth wall breaking or something. It'd just be awkward, you know. It'd just be like awkward to enter the code and then find it after. I don't know why that year is so memorable for me. I really have no idea. It's just an easy number to remember because it's like a year and not some random assortment of numbers like 6483. But go ahead and open that up, and we can come in here, and we've got another PDA. Responsible Autonomous Relationships. Alright, and let's go ahead and scan the wall shelves. And the double bed, because OCD. There we go. Now there's like little hats and things you can take, like this little toy, but they're going to take up space in my inventory, and I need that for important stuff like batteries. So I will have to decline that, and let's head. This is not the recommended way to get down, but you know, it works. It's fast. I like it. I like fast. And let's see if the room is going to be all crazy and buggy again. I think... Well, okay. Maybe it's just in that corner. Grab a battery. I wonder if it's just in that corner. Yep, it's just in the corner. Okay. Okay, yeah, get away. I don't want to get, like, stuck or something. Stuck in the wall. Oh, another PDA. Aurora Auxiliary Mission Orders. Okay. Oh, crew of the Mongolian vessel Degassi. Last known position vicinity. Huh. Very interesting. So that must be another reason the Aurora was here. To look for another ship that went missing around this, somewhere around this planet. So let's go ahead and cut this door open. See where that puts us. Might have to sneeze again.
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
Okay, and now we got 3 paths to choose from. Let's go straight ahead here first, because this will be the shortest path and the easiest. Ooh, look, another free battery. I will always take more batteries. Let's go and repair this real quick. And then we can get inside of here, and look, Seamoth parts. If you didn't already have the Seamoth, here's 2 fragments for you, at least. Which almost gets you there on its own. Oh, look, another PDA. VR Suite Log.
Integrating new PDA data.
that's kind of fun to read through, but and then if you go over here, you have a Seamoth Depth Module Mark 1. Make sure you take that. It's very, very useful. So now we're gonna head back towards the drive room. Make sure you have a fire extinguisher at the ready. You're gonna need it.
The drive machine sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
And we're gonna go ahead and let's see. That one is empty, so now we're gonna get this one out. And the game's kind of weird. It doesn't like to let you start walking around until you're like really all the way out of the water. But yeah, oh well. So let's find. There we go. Drop the dead fire extinguisher. Let's go ahead and eat a nutrient block real quick here, just to take up another, or just free up another slot. Oh my God! Look at all the batteries we have. I usually find a lot of batteries in here, but this is a little crazy. So this is the engine room.
Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level.
And there is a Cyclops engine efficiency module here. You absolutely want to take that. It's very, very useful. And there's these little, like, breaches in the nuclear reactor engines. Drive core shielding breach. So we gotta make sure we deal with that. And you do that with your repair tool. This is why, like, back at our storage room there, I was looking at everything we had in our inventory, and I said, yeah, we pretty much need all of this stuff. This is why. Now, something else. I'm going to put the sea glide there, and then I want to put... Oh, let's see. Let's put the repair tool on the end, and then put the knife next to that. We're going to want the knife at the ready, because in the water down here are these little fish known as bleeders. They grab onto your arm and start biting you and sucking on your blood like a leech. So they're much larger and much more conspicuous than leeches. But they are annoying nonetheless. So the best way to deal with them is with your knife. Either by swinging at them as they are coming towards you, or by cutting them off of your arm when they grab onto you. Ah, there you are. So just to show you guys what it looks like when one grabs you. Come here, buddy. Hey, come here. Hey, you hungry? Doesn't look so bad and so harmful right now. Let's go ahead and give this one a scan while he's being all innocent. The bleeder. So he has these giant... Oh, here he comes, I think. Yep, there he is. So from its mouth protrudes these like tentacles that grab onto you, and he starts biting your arm. So they are a real pain in the neck. That's why I have the knife ready. You can bash them off with any of your other tools, but the knife is a whole lot better at it. The knife gets them off in one swipe. With everything else you have, it'll take a good 4 or 5 hits to knock them off. The breaches are very easy to see, thankfully, because they have all these giant sparks coming out of them. Whoa, is that, ah! That one's got weird green spots all over it. Hey! Back! Back, ye foul beasts! Ah! There we go. Thankfully, they're also incredibly weak, so they die in one little knife smack. Alright. Knife smack. It'll be Godsmack's... it'll be the, the retarded cousin of the band Godsmack. Knife smack. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish up with these breaches. So, another thing that repairing these breaches will do is it will actually allow us to go near the Aurora, and even in the Aurora without the radiation suit. So once we're done with this, well, after a few in-game days, we won't need the radiation suit ever again. So that's kind of neat. But also, I kind of wish there was another purpose for having this.
Drive core breach sealed. Radiation levels decreasing.
Alright. And I think... Is it going to tell us when they'll be back to normal? I don't know. I thought it would gonna... So I thought there's some... Whoa. Dialogue about, like, when it'd be back. It's a few in-game days, which is not very long. And then I can pretty much just... For all intents and purposes, I can throw out the radiation suit, or in my case, store it away in a locker and never think to use it ever again for anything. Water, don't need water. And, oh, hello. What have ye? More water. Nah, I'm good. There are bleeders in this little bit of water here too, so be careful of that. Alright, now coming up to a cargo bay on board the Aurora. There's another PDA. Trans-government profile. Altera Corp. And there we go. Now in here, it is possible, well, at least before the game fully released, it was possible to find engine fragments, Cyclops engine fragments inside of these crates. I don't know if they can still spawn. It seems to me like the game, as part of the update, doesn't let those spawn in here anymore, which is kind of a shame, but okay, that's fair, I guess. But there are a few more supply crates littered around the place, of course. And what is in that one? Oh, just more water. Nope, I'm good. Let's head upstairs here. And from this side, now this is interesting, because from this side you can just press this button and it unlocks the door. From this side, well, we'll see it in a little bit here, you actually need a code to get in, which is very strange that it's like one-sided like that. And this is right back where we were, so to get through this way, you don't need a propulsion cannon. To get back through the other way, it's helpful. Maybe you could finagle a way to do it, but here's a propulsion cannon fragment, but we don't need that, and another PDA for us. And this one is actually an audio PDA, or an audio log.
Exiting sleep mode. Loading voice recognition. Engineer Barclay and Chief Technology Officer you identified.
Drone, get me a propulsion cannon.
Repulsion cannon retrieved.
Hey, Berkeley. Install that circuit box with that repulsion cannon and you'll punch a hole in the cargo bay.
Damn it, Drone, I said propulsion, not repulsion. Recalibrate sensors.
Senses recalibrated.
Sensors aren't the problem. I tweaked the program. It's like you now. It doesn't like being told what to do.
Drone, I know...
His name's Albert now.
Albert, I know it's not your fault, but it would really help me do my job if you'd bring me what I asked for. Thanks for your time.
Propulsion cannon retrieved.
Thank you. Now go away.
Entering hibernation mode.
Boss, this hobby of yours isn't making my job any easier. Or safer.
Maybe so, but it's all that's stopping me from being so bored I take a spacewalk in my skivvies.
Alright, so we've also got a data terminal over here. Altera launches the Aurora.
New PDA data.
Ta-da! And we have another little PDA on the desk here. Notes to self. Cargo bay codes. That, if you came in from this side, that is how you'd get through that door over there. Also, we have another little Pronsu poster here. Wait, do we have two of the same now? I think we have two of the same. We have two of the same. I don't need both of them, so we'll drop one. So I'll show you guys, if you head back to this door over here, let's get the propulsion cannon at the ready. If you head back to this door over here, let's go ahead and just get some of this crepe out of the way. There, and there, and now we can get through. You can actually see now there's a pin pad on here. So this, if you came from this way, you'd have to use a pin pad, but on this side you just press a button and it unlocks it. So that's a little strange. I don't know why it's inconsistent, you know, between the two sides, but whatever. And that is it for the Aurora. We've basically done everything there is to do here. There's only one more door to gain access to, and that will come in later in the storyline. So for now, we are all done here. So we have two upgrades for our Seamoth. We have a storage module, and we have a depth module, which is awesome. Very, very useful. And let's make sure we get up on the right piece of metal here, and then jump off like a boss. Woohoo! Splash. Okay. So to install upgrades on your Seamoth, on the left-hand side, or that's the port side of, you know, if you're using ship terminology, you have this little panel here. You can access upgrades, and you just go ahead and equip these like so with the A button. So now our crush depth is 300 meters. And we have a storage module, which, as you can see, just puts literally just like slaps a box on the side of the Seamoth, which is a 4x4 space for storing things, which is very, very nice. It holds exactly 4 pieces of metal salvage, which is very, very useful. And you can actually stack as many of those storage modules as you can fit in the thing. You can have up to 4, and the depth module, though, does not stack, so you can't just stack 3 of these depth modules and get to 900 meters or something like that. Some modules stack, some modules don't. Storage containers do, depth upgrades do not, etc., etc., and so on and so forth. So I have Life Pod 19. We could go for Life Pod 19 now, I suppose, and you know what? That is probably a good idea for us. So let's head over there to Life Pod 19. There's also a few good blueprints over there and things like that. Maybe we'll stop off at the house, or well, the base real quick. Why did I say house? I don't know. The base, and store some things that we got, like most of these batteries that we don't need, because holy crap, we have a lot of batteries. We have too many batteries. And I think, I don't know, we'll see what happens when we get over to Life Pod 19, because something interesting may come up, and we'll take a look at that and see where that puts us in terms of time here. But yeah, I will cut away when we are on our way towards Life Pod, or cut back here when we're on our way towards Life Pod 19. Alright, I've stored everything away, and we are going to head out to Life Pod 19, and I figure I'll go ahead and leave this trip in here so that we can see what is along the way. We're going to pass through at least one kelp forest biome here. Maybe another one, but I don't remember for sure. Nah, maybe not. And then back into some grassy plateaus, and there is a cave down there, which we will go and explore later. We will head down there later and explore things, but for the time being, I just want to head to Life Pod 19. His Life Pod has a cool, useful blueprint data box there, and even around that Life Pod there is some useful stuff. Now, we are entering a biome I believe is called the Crag Fields, for these craggy rocks that are sticking up, these craggy pillars here. So this, I think there is another Reaper around here somewhere, but I don't remember for sure. If there is, I hope we don't see it, and if there's not, then huzzah, we're good. Yes, here is the wreckage that I wanted. And, oh, you know what? I forgot to grab my rebreather. Oh, well, that's okay. We'll make the most out of these trips. So there's a whole bunch of different stuff here to scan. And, well, let's go ahead and get started. So I need to make sure my scanner is down here. Passing 200 meters, so we're very inefficient now. Torpedo arm. And this is why the sea moth is so important. If for nothing else, then at least as an anchoring point for you to get some air quickly. Which is very, very important, obviously. So we want to make sure we also have the Sea Glide down here. And try to get everything we can before we need air again. So there, now we can build torpedo arms for our prawn suit, which are exactly what they sound like. They're arms that can fire torpedoes. Vehicle upgrade console. This is one of the biggies for coming to this wreck over here. This is one of the huge things that you absolutely are going to need to get through the game here. And that, you can find the vehicle upgrade console in at least one other spot, but I find it's very nice to just grab it right there. So let's get our laser cutter open, or out, and cut open this door while we have the oxygen to do so. And try to hurry up with our salvage operation here, because oxygen, well, oxygen's always a problem, especially when you forget your rebreather. Oh, light stick. That's a thing. I honestly have not used one before, so I don't even know what it does or it looks like. So well, we'll probably make one at some point. Try to figure out how that works. Come on, switch tabs. Switch tabs. There we go. Light stick. I want to see. There it is. It's up there. Battery, titanium, and glass. Okay, that's not too bad. But over here is the reinforced dive suit, which is so awesome. Super, super useful. Cannot understate how useful that is. It's amazing. We are absolutely going to be making one of those as soon as it is practical. So, well, I guess we don't need to rush it. Ah! What the hell? Oh, one of these little fish. We don't need to rush it on making the reinforced dive suit, but it is something I want to have. It's very, very good. It's really good late game. I wouldn't say necessary. In fact, it's definitely not necessary, but it is very nice to have. It's just convenient. It just makes life easy, you know? And when you can make your life that much easier in this game, you should try to do it, I think. I mean, that's how I play the game, so... and if you come in here, there's a third data box. Cyclops Fire Suppression System, also very useful. So if a fire breaks out on your submarine for any reason, like it's taking too much damage, or you let the engine overheat by running it too hard, then you can, without having to manually run around with a fire extinguisher, you can actually go ahead and put out the fires remotely. Now that does lock down your hatches, so you can't move around inside the submarine so much, but you know, it's kind of their safety protocol to prevent smoke inhalation and everything, and just kind of seal off the rooms, seal off the compartments. But here's LifePod 19, and we have a couple of PDAs here. So there's one voice log, and I think there's another in the pod. Ultra high capacity tank. This is what we are really here for. It is super duper useful. So our current oxygen capacity is 135 when we're full. That bumps it up to 225 seconds of oxygen, which is amazing. So let's go ahead and take a listen to both of these little things here. Let's see, LifePod 19, Officer Keen's voice log. Let's start with that one.
Keen, this is Aurora. Come in. This is Keen. LifePod detached to OK planet fall in 30 seconds. The computer has identified a landmass at the attached coordinates. I want you to regroup the crew there. Understood, but they are your responsibility now. Don't let them down. Captain, you need to evacuate. Negative. You'll need the ship in one piece if you're going to contact HQ on the long range. I'm attempting a controlled descent. Captain?
That is... I think that's a pretty cool voice log. Like, hearing the captain's voice, actually, and how he was, like... He wasn't just standing around like, oh, well, ship's going down. Okay, see you guys later. Like, it's cool to get more insight into what was going on while the ship was going down. But, and then here's his little crew log for us. There's a nearby landmass, huh? Wow, well, that's pretty cool. So now while you're down here, you may want to take a little look around, because there are some very nice resources. Namely, rubies. Rubies, rubies, rubies. You're going to need a lot of these coming up soon in the game. You're going to need a ton of rubies all the time. Rubies are going to become the new silver. You can't have too many of them. And there's shale outcrops here for diamond or lithium. Lithium is another thing we're going to want in abundance. There's a few sandstone outcrops for silver and gold and lead. And all kinds of good stuff. Now, down there is one of those annoying little plants that likes to attack you, so just be weary of that. But, yes, many nice resources, and I think we are good. We got both of our PDAs that were down here. Got the data box. We got, how many? What, like 4 rubies, right? 5, cool. Alright, well, that is good enough for me. Let's try to find this landmass that apparently they found here. Should be practically right above us. So if we head this way, what is that? There's some stuff in the water. What is happening here? So you may remember when we were looking for the Cyclops engine fragments, we were over by some floating islands, and they had these giant organisms underneath them holding up the islands. Well, as soon as they load in here, check this out. These ones are even bigger, and they are holding this island up not just in the water, but out of it too. And this is pretty cool. This is one of my favorite things in the game, because I think this is just really awesome. Like I said, it's not the only example of a floating island that you see, but it is the only one that's floating on the surface.
Multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
You mean like these little guys? Hey, stop that. I'll leave you alone if I can, but if you start biting me, then we're gonna have problems. So there is this huge, ginormous jungle island, and if you look up, you're like, what the hell is that? That looks like a base, but it's not a base I built. We know I haven't been here yet. Well, you know, if I haven't lied to you guys and cut anything out. No, no, that is not one of our bases. That is someone else's base. You may remember when we were on the Aurora, they were talking about a crashed ship, or at least a ship that went missing around this area, known as the Degassi. Well, turns out, looks like they landed here, and they might have been surviving. And they might still be alive for us to save. Or, well, we can't save them much now, because we don't have our own ship anymore. But we can at least regroup, maybe. Have some friends on this planet. And some like-minded people that want to survive and get away. Get off this planet somehow. But these bases, they look pretty old. They look like there's not much happening here anymore. And inside this broken window, there's some weird stuff happening. So there's this crazy green stuff growing on the wall. I don't know. This is we've never seen anything like this. This is absolutely insane. Oh yeah, and this weird purple tablet here. This is just like, you know, but I mean this wall, right? No. Let's go ahead and grab the purple tablet. This is so strange. Very unusual markings. And let's go ahead and grab this PDA here, and we'll start scanning stuff while that plays.
What is that thing?
Ow.
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Cave crawler, look, I told your friends I would be peaceful. Ugh. I would not fire the first shot, and I have not. So this is your fault. So yeah, it sounds like the Degassi survivors were living here, and they found this weird tablet thing. So we've scanned the multi-purpose room. By the way, I should point that out. That is a huge, huge thing. The multi-purpose room is where we can build a bioreactor. We can build all kinds of amazing stuff later on that we're going to want. So we also scanned the exterior grow bed, which will be useful for things later. We have a few different kinds of plants here that looks like they were trying to grow, including the Chinese potato and the marble melon. And as far as I can tell, if you ask anybody in the community, including myself, the marble melon is like the best source of food and water in the game. It's just amazing. So let's go ahead. I'll show you. Chinese potato, right? If you pick up a Chinese potato and you eat this, it's 12 food, 3 water. That's okay, and especially since it can be grown in abundance. Pick up a marble melon on the other hand. Let's pick up one of the full size. There we go, marble melons. 12 food, 14 water. Oh yeah. So it's still 12 food, but it's 14 water. And water, you drain water a lot faster, or you lose water, I'm sorry, a lot faster than you lose food in this game, as you may have noticed already. So marble melons are just amazing. And you're going to want to be growing those as soon as you are able to. Now, they have to be grown indoors, or at least not underwater. So, in air. Which means that the exterior grow bed works fine up here, but when we are underwater, we're going to need an interior grow bed. And we'll get to see where some of those are later. There's a bulkhead door here, so if one part of your base gets a leak in it from something hitting it, you can seal the bulkheads, and that should keep the flooding from entering the other part of your base. And yeah. Oh, look, we got a lot of audio logs to get through here as well. So let's find that one that we were just at. Uh-oh. Come on, game. There we go. Let's go with this one. Paul Torgal, Marooned.
Chief's log. 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degazi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
New blueprint acquired.
There we go. Couldn't quite hit the mute button, or the unmute button, rather. So that was that one, and then we also picked up this guy down there as well.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bart, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Sounds like Maida was right about the storm, which unfortunately we never get to see here in the game, which kind of sucks, but oh well. And then we also got Return from the Deep. Now this one, well, if you've seen the launch trailer, you'll recognize this audio log, but it is pretty cool.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Alright, and did we pick up another one? I don't think so yet. Okay. Well, we can also... Let's see. I'm trying to find... alien data... Where is all of the... I wonder where all of the plant data is that I've been getting here. Blueprints. Oh, flora. There we go. Had to go down quite a ways to find that. So I'll go ahead and scroll through these in case you guys are curious. Chinese potato plant, lantern tree, marble melon. Land plants include the fern palm, grub basket, Jaffa cup, and the voxel shrub. So, let's see, do I need to scan anything in here? It doesn't look like it. Oh, and also we scanned the indoor grow bed and the observatory type room, so Degassi, voice log number 1,
Integrating new
habitat
PDA
location.
data.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
A little bit of tension aboard the Degassi, it sounded like. But, you know, they did just survive a giant crash. Everybody's probably a little stressed out. Just a little. Hard to say why that could be. But, so that pretty much does it for this island. Except, well, I suppose, you know what? Actually, it's not, because we still have to go and actually find his rendezvous point. I totally forgot about that, which was like a huge reason for coming to this island. It's actually the original reason for coming to this island. And then I almost forgot about it. So if we head down over here, there's a little, oh, I don't know. Is it a cenote? Is that the term? Let's go ahead and hop in the water here. But you can see there's actually, it's basically a hole right in the middle of the island here. And there's a PDA on the land here. So let's pick this up and see what happened. Rendezvous voice log, okay.
New PDA data.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Keen 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen, out.
Well, that is unfortunate, but if you keep coming around the island, you could eventually find this cave, which has these really weird-looking structures here that apparently the Degassi survivors never noticed, which I admit is strange. But this is certainly very unusual. And there's this giant Stargate-looking thing here, and all this crazy stuff. So you might have seen earlier when I looked up towards a hole in the side of the cenote wall, I was looking for where this cave was, and now I can't remember how to look over that hole or get back out of here. I'm totally blanking on it. I genuinely do not tend to spend any kind of significant amount of time, if any time at all, in this cave on my own playthroughs, because I just, you know, if you know what this is, and I won't say more than that, I don't find it useful for me. I don't know how else to put it, but oh, here it is. So this is that little cave that I was looking up into before. And with that, we are basically done with this island. And there we go. That's the way out. And that also puts us at almost an hour. So I think that will do it for this episode of Subnautica. Thank you very much for watching. I apologize for the lack of videos over the last couple of days, but I hope that this kind of helped make up for it. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next one.